What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is a cold morning here in New York. My truck said 19 degrees when I got out of it, but I already took the straps off of this salt spreader. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I dragged this salt spreader home from our shop. This is the one that ate the poly tray inside. We were waiting for replacement parts on this. We ended up throwing a different salt spreader in the truck that this was gonna go in. So when we get the parts, we'll make the repairs here. I'm just gonna take this off the trailer and drop it out here in our yard. But the problem I have is these wheel wells on here. So basically what I'm gonna do is hop in our tool cat. I'm gonna grab 2 sawhorses as well. I'm gonna lift this back end up first, put a sawhorse under it, drop it back down. Then we'll come to the front, lift the front up, put a sawhorse under it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if one of them gets it up high enough that I can get the forks underneath here and just lift it off of the angle that it's on, we'll do that. If I have to put the second one, I will. The problem is the wheel wells are kind of in the way. I can't just slide on in with my forks and lift it right up. I could put chains above it, but then we're also at a limited reach with the tool cat. So I think the sawhorse is going to be the easiest way. We'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to come up with another plan. But basically, I need to get this salt spreader unloaded, dropped in the yard, and then I have to grab my father's car and throw that on the trailer and drag it down to our shop with me. He is flying home on Saturday. Today's Thursday. So I need to get his car down to a shop. That way he has wheels to get home from there. He's getting a car service from the airport up to our shop. It is much closer than where we live to the airports. So I have our tool cat warming up in here. I got to grab forks on it. I got to grab sawhorses, and then we'll try and get this thing unloaded. All right, guys, so we got quite a bit going on in our shop here today. We got a new pallet of calcium here that we just stuck in the corner here. This is for our guys that do sidewalks. We don't do many sidewalks, but we do sidewalks at 2 locations. And honestly, we try not to do sidewalks, but it's just part of the business sometimes. So we have to keep some calcium on hand for when we do need it. We just tucked it back in there, took the old stuff off, put it on top. We have to put these 2 pieces of equipment back. We have a bucket with another bucket inside of it, some concrete forms, and then we have one of the snow wolves for our loader. They're both going back in front of there. Then we're gonna pull this Peterbilt out into the front, pull these trailers out, and we're going to start cleaning the back of this shop. We're going to make this section back here where we have all of this random stuff our tool area. So we have this one piece right here, which is to thread pipe. You can put that in there and make threads on this. So this is a pretty nice piece of equipment here. We're not moving this. We're going to set up this whole area right here because we also have our hose machine right here. So we need to start cleaning all of this. We're going to start with making some room first. We also got a new piece of equipment the other day. I'll show you this real quick. Don't know exactly what it's called. It is a Piranha, I think it's a P2 iron worker, and this thing is pretty neat. We haven't used it at all yet, so I can't tell you too much about it, but basically you can punch holes, you can bend metal, you can do a whole bunch of different stuff with it. So this is probably going to come in handy for us. We can do pretty much anything with it, but we also have a drill, a bandsaw, and then another drill right there. We're going to put all of these pieces of equipment back there and get them out of our way. So we need to move all of this stuff out first, make some room, and then basically just start cleaning and organizing. All right, guys, we got the back of our shop much cleaner and pretty organized as well. We decided to put all of our machines that we use back here. We have this new Piranha iron worker, we have our bandsaw, we have our drill, and then we have our hose machine back there as well. So, oh, I forgot, we have the thread machine as well for putting threads on pipe. So we left all of this back here along with our floor scrubber, which eventually we'll get to use. We definitely need to. This floor is getting pretty nasty, but we obviously need a clean floor. Well, not clean, but we need a swept floor and a clean area in order to do that. We left this trailer pulled out a little bit because tomorrow I'm having Guillermo and Anthony run through these 3 snowblowers on here. So they're gonna pull them off, check them all out back here, make sure everything's working fine. That way, if we do get snow, they don't have to worry about those. They're calling for up to like 4.5 inches on this coming Sunday. So we need all of this to work in case that actually happens. We have a bunch of stuff up here that I pulled out. This old spinner, I'm gonna take home with me, put that on the trailer. Those 2 toolboxes down there, we're gonna put on the trailer. This other drill we have, we don't ever use it. I don't even really know where it came from. It's kind of just been in our shop for a while, so we don't need it. We have the other one back there. Take this out of here. These 2 pressure washers we don't use since we have the trailer one. We'll get those out of here. This plow frame was for a loader. Obviously it has the loader hitch on here along with the rear wing post. Those we're not going to do this year, so we're going to take that out of here. And then this wing plow is for that setup as well. So that's all going out of here today. I'm going to back the trailer in here and load it on here. Obviously we have a bunch of stuff that we still need to move around that I kind of just put up here in order to give us space, but let's hop in the Peterbilt, back this back in the corner, and then we'll have a lot more room to move all this stuff around. All right, guys, I stopped recording there for a little bit just to get this all loaded up and strapped down. It was running late, and it's actually like 5:30 right now, and I'm still here. So we got a wing plow here, we got a rear wing post, we got the 2 pressure washers that are not working properly, and then we have the front plow hitch, which was going to go on a loader. All of the plow stuff on here was going to go on a loader, but we're no longer doing that. These 2 pressure washers do not work properly, so we don't use them, especially considering we have this very nice trailer pressure washer. But look how much more room we have in here now. We put that one spreader. Actually, before we get into here, I have 2 things in the bed of my truck. Actually, 3 things. I have a spreader, and then I have 2 stainless steel boxes on here that all are going up with us as well. Those are toolboxes off one of the Chevys that we got back with all the central hydraulics on it. So we took the spreader that was on a bigger pallet, which is the one in my truck now, downsized to a smaller pallet for this new spreader, put the 2 winter edges over there, moved that little gym piece that we had just floating around in the back. We still have this pallet of rubber winter edges. We have all this stuff here that we need to take care of. We actually have quite a bit of work to do on this thing. This is also for a loader, but we have to get this piece right here welded in right in here. So quite a bit of work, but we have to, I believe, I'm not positive on this, I believe we're gonna have to cut this tube out as well. So quite a bit of work. That's gonna be a project for the future. But we got the Peterbilt parked back here as well. Both of these trailers here, the guys are gonna go through these tomorrow. All of our tools back here, anything that we need to do, we can work back here now. And this shop looks so much better right now. It only took a day really to get it completely organized in here. Obviously we have a day of still going through and getting rid of all the garbage, like these pallets, this piece of salt spreader that we cut out of the one in the Peterbilt that we shortened down. We have a bunch of scrap back there that we're going to go to the scrap yard with, and then we also have these two old AC units, which they both blew up on us. They were brand new, and we've just kind of been holding on to them, but we're going to scrap them. There's no reason to keep them any longer. So one more day in here and this shop is going to be looking super, super clean. I'm going to pull my truck in here, get this trailer out. Then I have to pull the tractor in here. The guys are going to flip the wing plow blade on it. So let me grab my truck. We'll get this out and get that machine back in here. All right, guys, we got the tractor parked inside here, ready to go. I left the wing up in the air and I taught Anthony how to run it if he needs to lift it back up. I put a couple blocks under there just in case it does want to come down. It's at least still in the air a little bit, but if it does come down, they're going to have to lift it up. This blade is flippable. It is a center punch blade, so there's quite a bit of blade left above. If this thing comes down, there's no way they're getting it in. They could use a jack and lift it up, but it's a lot easier to use the hydraulics. One thing happened. Luckily, I was able to get this snowblower up in the air, but once it went up, it was kind of weird. I hit the button, and usually it goes up as you hold it, but it just kind of jumped up, and then after that, it wouldn't work anymore. It wouldn't go up anymore. It wouldn't go down at all. So I don't really know what's going on. I'm gonna have to dive into that tomorrow, but I'm gonna take the trailer home to my house tomorrow morning. I'll drop it at our Dutchess yard. I'm backing it right into the garage. I'm gonna take all my straps off of it, and then maybe over the weekend, if I have time, I'll go there and unload all of that. But tomorrow is a pretty busy day as well. I got the guys here working on all of this stuff. I gotta do some office stuff tomorrow as well, which you're not gonna see any of that. Kind of boring, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'll be back down here in the morning and check on these guys, and if we have time, we're gonna start doing some more cleanup here. Maybe do a garbage run. I'll pull the salt spreader out of the mason dump that we have and do a scrap run and get rid of some of the trash in here. But overall, this shop looks very, very nice compared to what it has looked like. That is gonna wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.